Sports on Tap Detroit, brought to you by Tap and Barrel Grill, the Realtors of the Joe Wright Group, Jason Stiltner of Flagstar Bank, Baldman Entertainment.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We're here to fuck shit up.
Sports the way it should be. Nothing sugar-coated, with loaded with all the information you wanted. From legends to prospects, nothing's off limits. Chris and Joe be taking on all topics with no stopping. They keep it rolling and going and ball hopping at a rate that's hard stopping with news that's jaw dropping. They're getting it in. Sports Center competition, man, they in it to win. This ain't a fluke from Carolina to Duke, from MSU to Michigan. You'll know if you listening. If you ain't, you missing it. All the excitement, they shock like a thundercloud and light of lightning. Get it together, you know ain't nobody better. Bring heat than cold weather. You better put on a sweater. You better just let it go and all come and attack. Sit back, relax, let's tell them what's on tap.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Welcome to Sports on Tap Detroit, episode 181, our NFL preview show, alongside Joe Waddell. I am Chris Scott. Joe, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Ready to get into football
I know
season,
you're
man.
ready to get into football season.
I'm
know
pumped. I enjoyed the college games this last
It's
week.
your favorite time of year.
It's by far my favorite time of year.
We got through the summer. It's starting to get those cool nights. It's like it's football. It's go time. It's probably my favorite time of the year as well. 'Cause, it's warm during the day, and then let's say it cools off at night. It's like, all right, this is nice.
Let's do this.
Exactly. Let's do this. Yes, nicely done. Well played, sir. So like we said, this is going to be our NFL preview show. And some stuff has happened since our last show. Micah Parsons is now a Green Bay Packer.
Yes. Yes. I want to preface our picks later on by saying my picks were in last week before that trade took place. So
Fair enough.
Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to think that trade had anything to do with my picks.
All right. Let's hope they didn't.
They didn't. It didn't.
Now
They look better now that that trade happened.
But now I got to get. Now I have to get your thoughts on that trade.
For Green Bay, I think it's great.
Yeah. Even though they just basically blew up their entire salary structure.
Whatever. I mean, that's where people are spending. That's where teams are spending money now.
Yeah.
Is you're spending
Oh, yeah.
you're spending it on the offensive line, defensive line, right?
Yeah. I mean,
So a pass rusher,
yeah.
he's the highest paid pass rusher at this point. But again, you see the ones that at one point in time, Myles Garrett, this very same year, was the highest paid non-quarterback.
Yeah.
Now there's like four guys ahead of him that are the hiest paid non-quarterback.
And if you're Aiden Hutchinson, you're just like,
oh, he's salivating.
Sweet, dude.
Salivating. And if you're the Lions, you're like, fuck. 'Cause, yeah, his price just went up big time.
Oh yeah, it did. So he's
Big
definitely
time.
he's definitely chomping at the bit to get to that new deal. Obviously, if he stays healthy.
He's got to stay healthy, and he's got to perform from that injury.
Yes.
But by all accounts, I think we all think he's going to do it.
I do as well. So that's kind of what's going on in the world of football. We got our first game. God, we got games this whole weekend, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
It starts on Thursday night with the Eagles and Cowboys. Speaking of the Cowboys, have you seen that documentary yet?
I have not.
I finished it yesterday.
Okay. Is it worth watching?
I mean, if you like, I wouldn't make it a point to watch it.
Okay.
But if
Okay.
you're bored and want to see something, okay. Like, I don't.
This is typically the time of year where I'm not bored with television.
Right.
I'm gonna from now until the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
There's pretty much going to be no openings for new shows for me.
Right. Like,
It's all football, and then unfortunately, I'm a dad, so I've got the K-pop Demon Hunter shit that's playing all the time. But yeah, I mean, from here to the end of football season,
Right.
there's not much boredom on as far as the TV goes.
Like, I started watching it because, again, the hype is, it's just like The Last Dance. It's better than The Last Dance, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, okay. So let me check it out. I checked out the first two episodes, and I went like a week or so, between viewings, and I finished. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I might as well just finish it. It's not bad, but it's nowhere near The Last Dance. I'm sorry. It isn't.
Right.
It's kind of more of like a I don't even know the word to describe it. It's kind of like a hand job to Jerry Jones a little bit, kind of, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's basically a puff piece, right?
kind of, yeah, a little bit especially for him. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of the stuff that he did when he bought the Cowboys and up until now, just not just with the Cowboys, but a lot of the stuff he did, you know, going against the league when he signed his deal with Nike in the mid '90s and he signed his deal with Pepsi in the mid '90s and American Express. He just didn't give a fuck. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't care. He's like, I don't care if you know, Visa is the official card of the NFL or Coke is the official pop of the NFL. I don't
Right.
care. I don't care about any of that.
I don't give a shit.
He's like, I'm doing it. Like, why can't I have my own team sponsored? And I think that was genius on his part. I really do.
Yeah.
And he fought him tooth and nail on it. And I think both parties made out evenly because it's settled. But I was like, yeah, okay. I could see why he is successful. I get it.
Right.
That said, I can see why they haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years or even sniffed a Super Bowl in 30 years. Because that dude has zero desire whatsoever to give up the reins as GM. Zero. Like, that is not happening until he dies. Like, that's the only way that's going to happen. Flat out. And it's honestly kind of sad because I think that team could be so much better than they are if he'd let somebody who knows what the hell he's doing be in charge. Like, it's funny, like, the whole thing with him and Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, they kind of, like, reconciled, you know, but they fucking hated each other. They flat out hated each other.
Really?
Oh, yeah, big time. And I get, I guess, both sides of it because Jerry's like, well, I'm the GM. I put the team in place. Nah, not really. You know, Jimmy kind of got about but their main beef, you know what their main beef was? It was about the Herschel Walker trade and whose idea it was.
Really?
Yeah, that was their main beef.
About whose idea the Herschel Walker trade was?
Yep. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Because, I mean, it set him up.
Well, it did, but like, what? Really?
Yeah. Like, another thing I didn't like about it is I thought they could have got more in depth on how bad that team was actually off the field. Like, they did a lot. I mean, they got into it a little bit, you know, with Michael Irvin and, you know, a little things here and there. But I felt that they could have done a significantly deeper dive into that, like the stuff off the field.
Right.
But they didn't, and that's kind of why for me it was just like,
kind of a puff.
it was
piece.
like it was good, not great.
Right.
I'll leave it at that. I mean, if you want to check it out, I think it's worth your time, but it's not something I'd make appointment viewing.
I know I will end up watching it.
Right.
It's a matter of when.
Right. So
Now, one thing I won't watch though, and I've stopped watching, is Hard Knocks.
I haven't watched Hard Knocks. The last episode of Hard Knocks I watched was the first episode with the Lions. That was it.
Yeah, I think that I think close for me too.
And I get it. You're like,
And
you're a
and-
Bills fan. You don't want to watch it? No.
Well, and I was going to say, and that's to say a lot because the Bills are on it this year.
I know.
And from everything I've heard, it's really good, and the team looks good. Josh Allen makes more fans by him being on the show and just things he says, but I've had no desire to watch it.
I think it's just gotten too sanitized.
Yeah,
And
it was very edgy,
Yeah.
and new,
Right.
And I was really into it when it was on HBO, and I had to tune into HBO every week and everything like that. Amazingly, streaming has ruined that one for me because it became more mainstream and it became less edgy.
It did.
It was more, again, talk about puff pieces. It was kind of like, it's just filler TV. Like, you don't get anything good on it anymore, in my opinion. Like, you used to get some good interactions and some behind the scenes stuff that you really liked. And now, I don't know whether it's because we're used to that and we get more of it now, or whether it just is not as good as it used to be.
I think it's the latter, honestly. I
Yeah?
think it's the latter. Yeah, because I think these teams, they're like, all right, fine, since we have to do this, we're going to give you, like,
We're going to give you vanilla TV.
this is literally what we're going to give you. Like, we'll give you access, but we're going to edit the fuck out of this.
Right.
And it's just kind of like, okay, like, this isn't real, you know?
Right.
It's almost like a video game. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
you know? And so I have no interest in seeing it. And I'm like, okay, this is boring to me.
Yeah, it's been that way for me for a little while, and I have not tuned into one episode this year. I'm trying to think who was on last year. I don't think I tuned into any of them last year either.
Who was it last year? Was it the Jets last year?
Maybe.
I don't
even remember.
It was like the Jets or Steelers. That's him.
Speaking of football on TV, Netflix, things like that.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of the shows like The Wide Receiver or The Quarterback or anything like that? Okay. See, neither have I. And I hear a lot about the one with the quarterbacks, but I hear from real football fans that say it was awful.
Really?
You get nothing out of it. Basically, it's just following these guys around. You get to see their real lives.
Yeah.
You get to see them complain about hard times and their lives being hard and everything like that. When, let's be honest, I know money doesn't take away your problems, but
Right.
Kirk Cousins,
You're doing all right,
I don't
dude.
need to hear about you and your wife upset because you don't get to start anymore. You're still making millions of dollars for doing nothing, man. Your life is not that hard.
I mean, the only thing like that I watch, I guess, is the Full Swing one, the golf one.
Okay.
I watched that one, but even that is getting to the point where it's like, really?
Okay.
Like, again, you guys are just a bunch of bitchy millionaires.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm bored.
And that's what I've heard about these shows like The Quarterback and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And honestly, that's one reason why I haven't tuned into it. Because truthfully, it's going to sound shallow or cold or whatever, but I don't give a fuck about their personal lives.
Yeah.
I could care less about their personal lives, their personal problems. I know they have marriages and kids and life problems. I know that. I don't care. I don't care. I want to watch them play football on Sundays or Thursdays or Fridays or whatever, or the full 7 days of the week that they're going to play football. I don't care about their personal life and their personal problems, okay? Because I guarantee you a lot of the problems I have right now could be taken away with a portion of your fucking money. Shut the fuck up. Don't care.
I don't disagree with that. Flat out, I don't disagree with that.
I don't care.
Anyway.
But yeah.
So what do you want to get into first with this NFL preview show?
I don't know.
you wanna-
I did enjoy the questions last week. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty good. So if you have any questions
I
lined up, we
don't,
can
but
do
if
that.
you want to pull some up, that would be terrific.
And then we have our own questions that we could go through, which
we'll get to.
I can pull that up now too.
We will get to those shortly here. Let me see if they have something on the Google machine for this. This is terrific radio, by the way.
Yeah, bear with us. Yeah, and then we obviously later on we're going to do our picks.
Oh yeah, which
And,
I saw we started off the year very strong.
Last week's picks were not very good. We did not do very well.
Yeah, I saw we started off great.
Yeah, amazingly, I started off better than you, but doesn't say much.
No, I mean you're only one game.
I was
better
one
than
game
me.
better.
Yeah.
But yeah. And did Eric not make a pick for the Lions game?
He did. He picked the Lions.
Oh, he did? Okay. It's not in there.
See,
I'll throw it in.
this happened to me earlier when I picked it when I made.
Oh, I
this.
take it back. He picked SET, set. He didn't pick Detroit. He picked set.
I had to,
So-
sometimes you got to see through his, dumbness and figure it out.
So yeah, he picked set.
Yeah, he
on that
picked
one.
set. Set. All right, did you find anything good?
No, I was actually pulling up our picks and stuff
Oh,
that
okay.
we did.
Okay.
Sorry. What, did you find anything good?
No, hell no.
Oh, well, that fucking sucks then. Well, let's just start going over our picks
Hold on.
for the season then.
Yeah, we got to find something here.
Eric is listening because he just sent DET exclamation point and then he said resent.
Oh,
So,
there you go.
Eric is tuning in right now.
Nicely done, Eric. Good job.
I'm glad you resent that. Chris didn't know what you picked. He just had.
I had no idea.
He had nothing in there for you for that pick. So at least I translated it and realized that the S was supposed to be a D.
Oh, this
So
is
you're
funny.
welcome.
All right, so this is funny. This was printed 7 days ago on ESPN.com, right?
Okay.
And it's titled 2025 NFL Bold Predictions, Potential Surprises for 32 Teams, right?
Okay.
First one, NFC East, Dallas Cowboys. Don't be surprised if the Cowboys call edge rusher Micah Parsons bluff.
And they did.
Yeah.
And they did. And they, well, I mean, I'll be honest with you, though. Micah Parsons got the better end of that deal.
I don't like how that whole situation went down with how Jera handled it.
Well, he was trying to negotiate with this.
Which you should never fucking do.
He was trying to negotiate with Micah Parsons
Right.
without his agent present.
Right, which is, to me, I'd have been like, what the fuck are you doing?
That instantly is a red flag to me.
Oh, big time. Absolutely.
Like, no. It's the reason I have an agent.
Exactly. Talk to him.
It's the reason you have an agent or a lawyer or whatever you want to say. Whatever, like that's if you have a lawyer, if you have an agent, if you
Exactly.
if you have a representative, it's the reason you have them.
Talk to him.
That's the reason you have them.
Yep.
You're not supposed to talk to me. You're supposed to talk to them.
And then he called him
So-
Michael.
You call him Michael?
Yes. He called him Michael.
Oh my god, dude. That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Actually, from everything I've been hearing, and I kind of like this, don't be surprised if the Giants lead the league in sacks.
They do have a good defense.
They do have a good defense.
Them in Buffalo they're like, we have enough defensive line pieces. No, hold on, we don't. We need one more. No, actually we need two more. Basically the opposite of what the Lions have done.
And see, with that being said, with the Giants, I feel like if their defense can play the way we think they're going to play, I think they're going to surprise some people this year. I really do. Even with
They can be all right.
even with the
Well,
corpse of Russ at QB, and then
yeah,
if
so
you
you've
put in
got-
Jackson Dart.
You got Russ, you've got Jameis Winston, and you've got Jackson Dart. And in all honesty, I think it'll be Jackson Dart's job about halfway through the season.
Absolutely, yeah.
But, yeah, I agree with you. If that defense can have any semblance of an actual football team,
The
they're
defense.
gonna be okay, right? But again, that defensive line is going to be very good.
I agree. Philadelphia Eagles, don't be surprised if they keep tinkering with the defense.
Yeah, they've got a ton of pieces on that defense too, though.
They do.
So they've got pieces that can move. You know, you can play some of these guys at safety. You can play them at corner. You can play them at nickel. You can actually they have some safeties, some guys that you can blitz with and can tackle. I mean, they have a very good defense, and they have a defense that is adaptable.
And not to mention, like their GM, he's not afraid to make moves.
Nope.
And I appreciate that because obviously look what it did. It brought you, some Super Bowls. Washington Commanders, don't be surprised if Deebo Samuel gets some work at running back.
Oh, that's
I mean,
to me that's a given.
yeah, he did
How
this-
is
he
how
did
is
that in
that a
San
don't be
Francisco.
how is it a don't be surprised?
Because he's fat and old now.
I'd be surprised if he didn't get
Yeah.
carries at
Again,
running back.
because he's fat and old now.
How,
That's why.
aren't we all?
Well, I mean,
But you and I aren't getting carries at running back. But
no. Like, he's a different fat and old.
gotcha. Okay.
As we move on to the NFC North, we go to the Chicago Bears. Don't be surprised if rookie tight end Colston Loveland is a huge part of the Bears offense.
That's another one to me that is they drafted in the first fucking round for a reason, man. What? Don't be surprised.
We'll get into that later.
What the fuck are these? Don't be surprises.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be surprised if CMC gets hurt this year. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that's almost a
or
given.
like, don't be surprised if CMC stays healthy. He can lead the league in rushing.
That's almost a given, though.
But I mean, like, those are two things.
Yeah.
Like, if CMC stays healthy, don't be surprised if he leads the league in
Now,
rushing.
in all fairness,
Yeah,
this is
no shit.
this is ESPN, so
Those last two were dumb.
Detroit Lions. Don't be surprised if Jahmyr Gibbs is the top scoring fantasy running back.
Well, Frank likes to hear that because he drafted a number 1 overall.
Yes.
But I will say, actually, Frank just texted too. By the way,
Oh, yeah?
He said I'll go with Set as well.
Yeah.
But you didn't put in any other
yeah,
picks.
where are the
Frank.
rest of them?
So we can't just put in Set for you. If you want to make picks, go ahead. Send them in. We'll get them in. But
Yes.
but speaking of Frank, he took Gibbs number 1 overall in our fantasy league. To
That's where you got to play that drop.
to everybody's
Boo this man.
boo this man. Yeah. I mean, he said he knew I was going to roast him on the show, but I'm not really going to roast him. I don't agree with the pick.
You know why he made the pick, though.
Yeah, it was a homer pick, of course. And as a homer, he looked at it. In my opinion, he would have looked at it. He's not gonna if he doesn't take Gibbs there, he's not getting Gibbs or Amon-Ra. So his Lions at that point, he's gonna have to be set to take Jameson Williams, which I took, which I hated, but I took him. Or Laporta, right? Those are your guys. Right. Maybe David Montgomery, who I don't think is gonna have a very good year. So he needed to take Gibbs there if he wanted to have a good Lion, really. But he also said that he didn't trust Bijan Robinson's offensive line. Have you seen what the Lions are dealing with at offensive line? I don't know if you've seen that.
It's not great,
but it's not necessarily great. But yeah, and then Jamar Chase obviously was there, and he didn't take him. But the luckiest person in our fucking work draft was the guy who took over a team the day we were going to draft because somebody dropped out because he was going to be stuck at work and not be able to draft, so he dropped out.
Yeah.
So we had one of the supervisors ready to take over the team. He took over the team that day, was at the draft that evening. And at pick number 4, Jamar Chase dropped to him.
Oh.
The consensus number 1 pick in all of fantasy dropped to him at number 4 because Frank took Gibbs.
Yeah.
The next pick was Saquon Barkley at number 2. Then Bijan Robinson at number 3, which, again, Terrence got lucky as fuck with Bijan dropping into his lap at 3, who won the league last year. And then Jamar Chase at number 4. So, yeah. And he got an A+ in his draft, and I was like, yeah, of course you fucking did. You got Jamar Chase at number 4. Fuck off.
We move on to the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
Don't be surprised if Jordan Love is an MVP finalist.
Would not surprise me one bit.
No. His whole thing, stay healthy.
Stay healthy. He has enough wide receivers that are good, but then he has Matthew Golden, who they drafted in the first round this year, who looks really good.
Yes.
So, and then he's got Tucker Kraft at tight end, who is a very good receiving tight end.
I wonder if anybody calls him macaroni and cheese. Or Blue Box or something.
What's up, mac and cheese?
I love Kraft. It's awesome.
What's up, Slice?
Jesus.
It's slice that Kraft.
Oh my God. Moving on.
Oh fuck! You're the one that brought it up, man. Don't blame me for that.
I know. I blame myself for that one. Minnesota Vikings. Don't be surprised if Jordan Mason leads the team in rushing.
Again, wouldn't be surprised. Why are these don't be surprised? To me, Jordan Mason, all right, if we're going to talk realistically, Jordan Mason, in my opinion, will end up leading that backfield probably about at least halfway through the year. And he will be the lead back in that offense, not Aaron Jones. Yeah. Aaron Jones will be relegated to a receiving back and a third down back pretty much. Jordan Mason will be the main guy, the 1 down, 2 down back. He will be the goal line back. And Aaron Jones has proven over his career he doesn't necessarily stay healthy all the time. So this is another one that seems obvious to me. Jordan Mason was the better pick in fantasy this year too. You couldn't have paid me to take Aaron Jones. Jordan Mason, I had him on my radar in every league.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I got him, but again, he was high on the radar in every league. It was. This is not this is ESPN being ESPN is what it is.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
All right, so we move on to the NFC South, which might be the worst division in football, but it's in the running. Don't be surprised if tight end Kyle Pitts ends up getting traded.
I would not be surprised at that. But again, to me, it's not really a don't be surprised. He hasn't lived up to expectations at all.
No, he hasn't. And I don't know if that's more of a usage thing or performance thing.
I don't know. I don't know what it is at this point. For a while there, I thought early in his career, I thought it was usage.
Yeah. Because Arthur Smith is a fucking idiot.
Right. And now I'm wondering. To me, if he doesn't pan out this year at all, I think it's a little bit more on him.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, man. The guy had all the talent in the world, and I'm just not sure why it hasn't panned out.
He did. Carolina Panthers, don't be surprised if quarterback Bryce Young is in line for a contract extension next spring.
Not at all. I wouldn't at all.
I mean, if he continues the way he was going toward the end of last season, yeah, I would agree with you. But if he regresses to where he was before that,
yeah. Okay, Sneak peek to our preseason NFL picks. I have the Panthers as a sleeper playoff team.
I saw that.
So yeah, I wouldn't. That wouldn't be a surprise to me at all.
New Orleans Saints. Don't be surprised if they get relegated to Canada.
That's a fucking great one. Does it say that? Or?
No, I wish it did. That's just me coming up with that on the spot, but I wish it did.
That's great.
Don't be surprised if Spencer Rattler gets a pretty long run as starting quarterback. Well, of course. Who the fuck else are they going to put in there?
Well, are they?
Seriously.
Well, they drafted Tyler Shuck or whatever his name
I think
is.
Shuck.
Tyler Shuck.
Shook, yeah. It's spelled really weird, though.
Yeah, Shough.
Yeah.
And to me, that's Shaw,
Yeah.
but not Shuck.
Shaw. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, okay. So if one of your two okay quarterbacks that are young go, okay.
Would we even go okay quarterbacks? Or would we say below average quarterbacks?
I don't know. I haven't seen Tyler really play in the NFL, right?
they-
So none of us have.
like,
So he's a rookie. Who knows? But
One of your 2 6'7" quarterbacks?
yeah, one of your two mids.
One of your 2 6'7"s?
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
I had to school some parents in the line at school, like
Oh, yeah?
one of the first days of school last week. The kids were running around saying 6'7", and one of their little brothers was there, and they got him saying it, and he wasn't even going to school. And the mom's like, "What are you teaching him to say? Don't teach him to say anything bad." I go, "Ma'am, it's not bad. It basically just means mid or average." I said that 6'7". That's all it is. They're just. It doesn't mean anything bad.
No.
She's like, "Really?" I go, "Yeah."
I mean, it's stupid.
I go.
It's not
I go.
bad.
Yeah, I agree with the look on your face right now, but that
Right?
but that is what they're teaching him to say, and it's what it means. So
Yes.
sorry.
All right, we move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't be surprised if rookie Emeka Egbuka is the Bucs' leading receiver.
Would not be surprised at all. Baker already has a good rapport with him.
Yeah.
He's a very good receiver. Chris Godwin's going to be out probably half the year with it.
I feel like that guy's always hurt.
He is. I mean, honestly, his legs are like toothpicks at this point because they break instantly.
Yeah, that one though was really bad.
It was
Like,
bad. He's had some pretty bad injuries. Which is a shame because he's a great receiver, but he's going to be out for quite a while. You got Mike Evans, who is aging.
Still good though.
He's still good, but
good,
again,
though.
that means that he can take coverage.
Yep.
And I would not be surprised if Emeka Egbuka would lead the league or lead the Bucs in receiving. Not one bit.
We move out west to the NFC West. Don't be surprised if tight end Trey McBride is the Cardinals' leading receiver. Sorry, we threw in the Arizona Cardinals. My bad. Yeah.
This is another one. Don't be surprised if one of the best tight ends in the league at this point in time, actually one of the 2 or 3 best tight ends in the league at this time, who I believe caught over 100 passes last year, is the leading receiver on a team that really has no other receivers, including Marvin Harrison Jr., who was shit last year.
I think he's
Come on.
gonna. I see. This is where I disagree with this. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is gonna have a year this year. I do.
He would have to have a huge year for McBride to not lead the team in receptions.
I think he's going to, because I think that's another team that's going to be very surprising.
I do think they're going to be surprising,
and I think that's one of the reasons why. It's because
I'm still not sold on him. It'd be nice if he pans out. I didn't draft him in any leagues though, because I'm not sold on him. I'm just not.
We move on to the Rams.
But again, would you be surprised if Trey McBride led the team in receiving?
No.
Would you be surprised? No. Right, exactly. So like that's a dumb one.
Oh, here's a dumb one too. Don't be surprised if quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo has to start at some point.
Hold on.
I know.
Wait, hold on. Hey, I got one for you. Don't be surprised if any of these NFL teams that are playing this year have their backup quarterback start a game this year.
Yes.
Don't be surprised.
Oh.
That's the equivalent of what that just said.
We move on to the Niners. Don't be surprised if the 49ers end up back in the Super Bowl.
Would not be surprised.
You know what? I would. I'd be surprised if they ended up back in the Super Bowl. I don't think they're that good. I don't.
I would not be surprised one bit.
Like I think it was an aging roster, and they went through a lot of injuries. I get that, but I think because of the aging curve, I don't know, man.
If they can,
And I'm still not sold on Brock Purdy. I'm never going to be sold on that guy.
If they can stay healthy, even if he wins a Super Bowl, if they can stay healthy,
Dude, Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl.
I know
Brad Johnson won a fucking Super Bowl.
that's true. There's just nothing Brock Purdy can do to make you happy, is there?
I mean, congrats to him. He got the bag finally. Good for him. That's awesome. But I don't know, man. He is.
But he didn't really, because honestly, if he'd have pursued the open market, he probably could have gotten more.
I agree with you, but he's making significantly more than he was. So
Yeah.
congrats to him on that. I don't know, man. There's something with him. I don't know. I've just never thought of him that way as like quote elite or whatever.
Yeah, because he was Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah. That really has nothing to do with it because his play has exceeded being Mr. Irrelevant. But I just don't see him in that, I guess, upper tier of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I just don't. Sorry.
Don't matter to me.
Yeah, I know. Moving on to the Seattle Seahawks. Don't be surprised if their defense keeps them in the playoff race. I could see that simply because of who their head coach is.
I was going to say that's because of who their head coach is.
Yes.
For sure. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Now, with their quarterback, maybe, I guess.
I mean, it depends on which one they get, right? Do they get Seeing Ghosts?
Yeah.
Or do they get the guy in Minnesota last year?
Because, like, who do they really have around them? I mean, you got a decent running game, I think. But
You got Jackson Smith and Jigba. Let's see, and you have I don't know. You have a couple of good running backs.
Yeah, you got Charbonnet and Walker.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't either. But before we move on to the AFC, let's take a timeout here. And I don't know which one you're going to give me. You always fuck me over, so give me whichever one you're going to give me.
Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank.
Very good. If you're a homeowner or looking to be a first-time homebuyer, give Jason Stiltner, Senior Loan Officer at Flagstar Bank, a call today at 248-752-3631. Jason has great mortgage programs for first-time homebuyers, including down payment assistance options and excellent interest rates. Again, give my guy, Jason Stiltner from Flagstar Bank, a call today at 248-752-3631 and get the excellent service you deserve. Flagstar Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 27546.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we move on to the AFC, and we'll start in the AFC East with the Buffalo Bills. Don't be surprised if the Bills make a trade or two to improve their defense. Oh, really? Okay. What? I don't know how they can do this given their cap situation.
Sorry, what was that one?
Don't be surprised if the Bills make a trade or two to improve their defense.
Okay, well, that's like saying, again, it's like the one they said where don't be surprised if Philly tinkers with their defense, either internally or externally.
I'm just trying to figure out how they do it, you know?
I wouldn't be surprised either, but the Bills' defense is going to be pretty good this year.
I think if they can stay healthy, yeah, I think it will be. I
Because-
still think their secondary needs a little work, but
Yes, but they loaded up on their defensive line, man.
yeah, they did.
Like that's the one thing I like about it is like it's like I said, they did the opposite of what Detroit did. Detroit was like, we've got Davenport who can't stay healthy, and we've got Hutch coming back off of a bad injury. We're good. Aleem McNeil's out for like at least 6 to 8 games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you've got nobody on the defensive line. Buffalo was like, we got 5 or 6 good guys. Let's go get a couple more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they did the opposite.
So I look at it this way: if they do make trades, I think it will be for something in the secondary. Maybe a shutdown corner would be fucking amazing if they could pull that off somehow. But we'll see. I mean, I don't disagree with this. I think actually I do somewhat agree with it simply because of who their GM is. He doesn't take risks. He just doesn't, which I don't like. I think he's that guy that he'll get you right up to a certain point, but he's afraid to take that extra step, you know?
Yeah.
Because, he's afraid about losing his job, I guess, which, dude, if you haven't lost your job by now, you're not going to lose it. So,
Yeah.
moving on to the dumpster fire that is the Miami Dolphins. Don't be surprised if the Dolphins are actually a wild card contender. Okay.
That's like saying don't be surprised if the Miami Dolphins are a mid team that might make the play. Like, again, you're not making a huge statement there. Don't be surprised if they're a mid team and might be in play for a wild card.
But that's the NFL now. You could be a mid team and have a shot at the
Well, I know that's exactly it, but like it's not like they're saying something profound by saying Miami might be a playoff, like a wild card playoff team. You don't have to be that good to be a wild card playoff team. You're not saying anything profound.
I don't even think they're going to be a mid team. I really don't. It's a mess down there.
Yeah.
It's an absolute mess down there, but we'll see. Moving on to the New England Patriots. Don't be surprised if rookie Travion Henderson is the team's #1 running back all season. Next.
Oh, my God.
The look on your face said it all.
Jesus.
We move on to the New York Jets. Don't be surprised if the Jets lead the league in rushing.
No, of course not. They've got Justin Fields, who could be a 1,000-yard rusher on his own at quarterback.
It's true.
They have Brees Hall, and they've got Braylon Allen.
Yep.
2 good running backs. No, of course not. What?
Moving on to the AFC North, we go with the Baltimore Ravens. Don't be surprised if wide receiver Zay Flowers takes a third-year leap.
Okay, now I would kind of be surprised at that because he, as good as I thought he was coming out of college, he just has not been that guy.
Yeah, you're right about that. We thought, at least I did, I was going to take that leap last year. Mm-hmm. And he didn't. I mean, sometimes it takes guys a little bit to get going. I can understand that. I can appreciate that.
But from what I've seen from him, if he takes that big of a leap this year, I would be a little bit surprised because I personally don't expect it.
Moving on to the Cincinnati Bengals. Don't be surprised if the Bengals return to the AFC Championship game.
With that defense and that offensive line?
That's
Dude,
my hang up with this.
Their defense and their offensive line. Come on.
Yeah, that's my. They're going to put up a shitload of points.
They are, but they're going to have to outscore teams 55-54.
Yes, they are.
Like,
and it's cool that you re-signed Trey Hendrickson. That's great.
Yes, but he can't be your whole defense.
No, you're right. They're going to have to outscore every team they play, pretty much.
And Joe Burrow's going to have to run around a little bit before he even throws the ball because he's going to be getting rushed instantly, which he's proven they can still put up points and put up yards and numbers with that offensive line. So I mean, but I don't see a championship game personally.
Moving on to your team, the Cleveland Browns. Don't be surprised if rookie tight end Harold Fannin Jr. catches a lot of passes. What?
Okay, that's the most generic thing.
I know.
So the one thing I will agree is Harold Fannin is an incredible player. I think he will surprise people this year. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he takes over for Njoku, but if Njoku were to get injured, which he has had injury concerns in the past, then Fannin would be an instant install in that spot, and they wouldn't miss a beat. I don't think he's an incredible athlete, great hands to catch the ball. I mean, he's going to do good this year. He's going to show flashes of brilliance this year. Being that they don't have a ton of receivers, they got Jerry Jeudy, Cedric Tillman at receiver, and then they got Njoku. Joe Flacco is going to be slinging the football because they're going to be down constantly.
Elite Joe Flacco.
Elite Joe. Put some respect on his name.
That's right.
And I mean, it's kind of a generic one. Don't be surprised if Fannin catches a lot of passes, but don't be surprised if Fannin is the standout in that receiving / tight end core of players.
Yes. We move to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Don't be surprised if they use a lot of tight ends.
Who?
The Steelers.
Oh, well, yeah. They've got Jonnu. They've got Pat Freiermuth. You got 2 right there that can start on other football teams. So you've got 2 that you're going to be putting in packages all the time.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Great.
We move on to the AFC South and the Houston Texans. Don't be surprised if the Texans have the best defense in the league.
Wouldn't be surprised at that, but that poor quarterback in C.J. Stroud is going to be running for his life because that offensive line fucking blows. They've traded everybody off.
They traded everybody.
They've traded everybody. Anybody that could block at all, they went, you know what, I'm sorry, you can't stay here. We've got to get you out of town.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to block for our quarterback. So yeah, I just yeah. I mean, their defense is going to be very good.
Yeah.
But what they're going to have to beat teams fucking 9-6 because I don't know if they're going to get enough time to throw the football.
Indianapolis Colts. Don't be surprised if the Colts pull an upset and win the division.
I would not be shocked about that.
In that fucking division?
I would not be shocked about that. Now, I think somebody else is going to win that division, but that wouldn't shock me. Daniel Jones is serviceable enough and can run. He has running ability.
Let me ask you this before you move on.
Yeah.
Is Anthony Richardson a bust?
Oh, completely.
Okay.
Completely.
We said it when he got drafted.
Completely.
I was like, this is a bust. This is a terrible pick.
Completely.
All right. Just so we're in agreement on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. I'll be honest with you. I don't think he'll ever see the field again.
I think he will at some point. I think he'll end up being like some sort of backup, or like Jones is going to get hurt.
Well, I'm talking as a starter for Indianapolis.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
He might end up bouncing around from team to team, being a backup for somebody,
Right,
but like, his whole mentality would have to change for him to be able to do anything.
Right.
I mean, that whole pulling yourself out because you're winded, or like
that to me kills your credibility. In the locker room.
You have mental. You are mentally weak.
Oh yeah,
you are a mentally weak individual.
If I'm one of his teammates, I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Like we're busting our ass, every fucking play, blocking for you, and you're fucking tired.
Yep.
Yeah, that to me that would have been the final straw. Like I don't want to fucking play for this guy. I don't want to play with him. I don't want to play for him. Get him out of here.
Nope.
Like that's how you lose everything in the locker room. Next, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Don't be surprised if a pair of rookies take over the backfield by year's end.
Yeah. Well, Bashal Tutin is probably going to be the guy that's
a name.
That's probably going to take over that backfield, honestly.
Bashal Tutin.
Yeah.
That's a great name. I love it.
Yeah. Who's the other name they say?
LeQuint Allen Jr.
Yeah. To me, Bashal Tutin's the guy that's destined to take over that backfield.
That's the first time I've ever heard that name in my life. Seriously.
Well,
I know. I'm not a fucking football nerd like you. I get it.
No, I mean, the first time you ever heard Puka Nakua's name was on our show, too, and then look what happened to him, right?
That's a good point, yes. I'm like, who? I still remember the one where it was Geno Smith. I'm like, wait, he's still in the fucking league?
Yeah. It's not delivery, it's the Geno.
It's the Geno. We still missed out on that opportunity. We really did. Next, we got the Tennessee Titans. Don't be surprised if rookie Alec Aomanor is the number 2 receiver.
Yeah. Now I think Calvin Ridley is going to have a really good year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cam Ward is going to do a lot for that team. So
I do too.
I think Cam Ward is going to make Chigokonkwo as a tight end much better because he's an unbelievable athlete at the tight end position. He's got speed. He's got the hands. Calvin Ridley, he did well last year, and he had who he had throwing the fucking football. You know what I mean, it was a shit show there.
Mm-hmm.
And the rookie was Ianmar, I believe is his last name.
No, I don't have
no.
Idea. Oh yeah, you got it. Aomanor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got talent. So no, I wouldn't be surprised if he was second on the team. I don't think he's going to outdo Calvin Ridley, but I think he's going to have a pretty damn good year.
Got it. We move out west. We look at the Denver Broncos. Don't be surprised if veteran J.K. Dobbins is the Broncos' lead running back.
Wouldn't be surprised at all if he stays healthy.
I feel so bad for that guy.
R.J. Harvey is a great guy to have. He's a good prospect. He's a good, talented running back. But J.K. Dobbins is good enough. And Sean Payton wants a guy who can pass protect as well. And R.J. Harvey's a rookie. He's not as good at pass protect.
Right. J.K.
Dobbins is the guy in that backfield as long as he doesn't get hurt. Now, R.J. Harvey will take some touches away from him. But it's J.K. Dobbins' job to lose.
Yeah.
100%.
Which may or may not be his fault because, again, the health issues.
Right. If he gets injured again, then R.J. Harvey's the guy. But I think without an injury, it's Dobbins.
I really don't know if any other guy gets hurt more than he does.
And I feel bad for him because even after those injuries, he comes back and he still looks fucking good.
Right, exactly.
Like, it's not like Nick Chubb, where that last injury, and he came back and he doesn't look anything like the player he was. And that bothers me because I was a big fan of Nick Chubb as a person, as a player. One of the best running backs I've seen until he got hurt.
Yep.
And then it was a drastic fall off that cliff, man.
I
He
agree.
just could not recover from that injury.
I agree.
And Dobbins just recovers from every one of them.
He does.
And comes back and looks good again, and then he gets hurt.
Staying in the AFC West, the Kansas City Chiefs. Don't be surprised if the Chiefs trade for a running back. I mean, Pacheco's got six gamer?
Pacheco? No, that's Rashi Rice.
Rashi Rice, yeah,
Rashi
yeah,
Rice
that's
has
right.
6-game suspension.
Yeah.
Pacheco's back, and here's the thing about Pacheco. I know there's not many people that are saying this, but I mark it down that I'm saying it. Pacheco came back last year and didn't look like the same player, but he wasn't fully recovered from that injury.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. I think Pacheco's going to do just fucking fine this year. Pacheco's going to be a very good running back for them. I'm predicting 1,000 yards from him, and probably 8 to 10 touchdowns, in my opinion. I think Pacheco's back, so I don't think they trade for a running back. I think they're all right.
But it's like that injury with Pacheco, and obviously you say he didn't look anything like he did the previous year. I think that's something that Lions fans have to worry about with Hutch.
Yes.
I mean, they made a rule in scrimmages in practice that you can't, the Hutch rule, because he's so fast. I'm like, God,
Okay.
take it down a notch.
But again, it's a proven
Yeah.
track record. When players come back from injuries, they are not quite the same when
No.
they first come back. It takes them a while.
It's human
And
nature because you don't fucking trust
Pacheco
it.
got hurt last year.
Yeah.
Came back at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And did not. He just was not fully recovered. He fucking admitted it. Said he couldn't cut like he used to. He didn't have the burst. But now he's back to 100%. And I think you're going to see that to start the year off. We're going to see it on Friday. He's going to be back to being the Isaiah Pacheco you saw.
Right.
With basically he just, that dude fucking runs like he's trying to
Angry,
stomp
yeah.
a
He
hole.
runs- he
into
runs
your-
angry, for
He's
sure.
an angry runner. He hates the ground.
Yes, he does. The Las Vegas Raiders. Don't be surprised if Geno Smith sets a career high in passing yards.
Yeah, a career high. But what is his career high?
I don't know what his career
I think
high
I'd still be surprised about that.
Oh,
about
his career
that.
it's 4,320 yards.
I think I'd be surprised. I think he hits 4,000. I wouldn't be surprised about 4,000, but his career high. You've got Brock Bowers, who's great. That dude's otherworldly. But then after that, you have Jacoby Myers, who is underrated in my opinion. But I Ashton Genty, if you can give him some dump offs, he can take some to the house, I'm sure. But I don't know, man. That team is just, I don't see them scoring a lot of points, and maybe they're gonna have to pass a lot because they're gonna be down and maybe garbage time. I still don't see him hitting career highs in yards though. If that happened, I would be surprised for sure.
And finally, the Los Angeles Chargers. Don't be surprised if, and this is another sneak preview into our little picks later.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if running back Omarion Hampton wins Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Would not be surprised.
That's
one
your
bit.
ride or die, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Which I when I first read that, I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? The ride or die thing.
Well, so like that's more of a fantasy football thing, I guess.
Okay.
Is like who is your ride or die this year? Like who's the guy that you're trying to get in?
That's
almost
kind of what
every
I thought
draft?
it meant.
Yeah,
I don't remember
like,
who I picked for
But
it, but-
even if you're just rooting for a guy this year, you know what I mean? Like who's your ride or die that you think is just gonna like that guy's gonna go off, right?
Yeah.
And for me, it's Omarion Hampton. I've gotten him. I'm in 4 leagues. I believe I've gotten him in 3 out of the 4.
Nicely done.
I'm all about. There were some guys that I'm very high on this year, as I am every year, and Omarion Hampton I think is going to have a fucking insane year running the ball behind Jim Harbaugh's offense.
You know who else should be your ride or die?
Yeah, the Joe Wright Group.
That's right. Whether you're buying or selling your home, now's the time to take advantage of having the expertise of 3 real estate agents for the price of 1 on your side. Make the right move with the right group, the Joe Wright Group. Give Craig Joe Wright, Mike Bush, and Shane Wilson a call today at 248-535-4750 to fulfill all of your real estate needs. Now, speaking of Mike Bush, was it you or him that had the great fantasy team name?
Yeah. It was him.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I've heard it about 150 times since that night.
Really?
From lots of people.
Oh, shit, okay.
So we can't really. We'll give him credit for hearing it the first time that night from him, but I've heard it from a lot of people.
Okay.
And being that I drafted Chase Brown in a couple of my leagues,
Yeah.
Sean that we work with was one that brought it up, and he's like, "You gonna change your team name to Chase Brown Kids?" And I was like,
dude.
"No, but that's fucking great, and I love that team name."
Like the first time I heard it, when he said it, I was like, that's an excellent fantasy football team
yes,
name.
it is a great fantasy football team name.
All right. So what do you want to get into next? You want to get into our stuff that we kind of created here?
Yeah, we can do that. So we'll get into the preseason
Or
NFL.
you want to get into divisions?
We can do divisions first.
Okay, let's do divisions.
All right, so divisions first.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who do you see winning the AFC East?
Buffalo.
We're unanimous in that one. I think the Bills are just too much. I think New England takes a step forward this year.
I think New England takes a significant step forward
Yes.
this year, and I think they're going to be a borderline playoff team.
I agree with you. And I think Drake May
Yep.
looks like this year starts to look like the great value version of Josh Allen.
like
To me,
that.
Drake May has that skill set. He has that build. He has the rushing ability. It's a very underrated rushing ability.
Yeah.
I think New England will surprise some teams this year, and I
do
think
too.
Drake May is going to have a very good year as a quarterback.
Yep.
He is the Wayfair Josh Allen at this point.
All right.
And so, let's see the AFC North.
The AFC North, I think it's going to be an interesting division, and I know it seems pretty like chalk that the Ravens are going to win it.
Agreed.
I could see the Steelers seriously challenging for that division. I really can see that. Again, you saw what they did last year. You saw what they did last year with that shit show at quarterback, and they still won 10 games.
Yeah.
Again, you have, he's old, but I still think he's better than anything they had last year. And I don't know. I could 100% see the Steelers somehow stealing that division. I don't think it's going to happen. I did pick the Ravens,
Yes.
but I could see somehow the Steelers sneaking in there and taking that division.
So I just want to show here. So the AFC East, let's see the betting odds to win that division. Buffalo is minus 260. The next team up is minus 550, which is New England.
Yep, sounds about right.
Yeah. And then if we're going to the AFC, I also picked the Ravens, which is kind of a chalk pick. But
kinda is.
I in looking at that division, and I think you and I both, I wouldn't say take it seriously to the point where we're like really diving into like studying everything, but we look at it enough, right?
Yeah,
and we pay attention enough. I couldn't say that any of those teams were really going to beat out the Ravens this year. I just can't.
Okay.
But for me, the closest team to them would not be the Steelers, like
it's
you
the
picked.
Bengals?
To me, it's the Bengals.
Okay.
And even though that defense is a fucking Swiss cheese defense,
Yeah.
and their offensive line is questionable, they're good enough in a division where they're all going to beat up on each other to possibly come close. I just don't think they're going to make it.
And this is why I thought the Steelers, simply because I think they're going to finally have a good enough offense to put points on the board.
And I disagree.
And that's
That's where we disagree on that one. I have
I don't
trouble.
know how you could get worse than what you had last year at quarterback.
You have Aaron Rodgers.
I get that. I think he's better than what they had last year at quarterback. If he stays healthy, I think he's better. It can't be much worse.
I don't think he's better.
Do you think he's worse?
He could be.
And he's got more weapons than they had last year.
DK?
Yeah.
Oh, who else though?
I mean, we just talked about it, the tight ends that they
Or
got.
Jonnu and Pat Fryman. But they're tight ends though. I don't know, man. That running back room is questionable to me.
Well,
Me personally, I don't see it.
I mean, them getting rid of Najee, I get it.
Well, Najee really wasn't that great either. But if you're talking about Jalen Warren being the main guy, no. And I'm not sold on Caleb Johnson being the guy either. To me, I've got him sneak preview. I've got him as being a rookie bust in my picks later. Okay. So to me, that's where we differ on this. And listen, we're going to differ on things, and of course, it doesn't make for good radio or good podcast if we agree on fucking everything.
No.
but this is not just to disagree with you. This is because I genuinely do. I don't see the offense being what you see them being.
That's a spoiler. That was part of my NFL future bet. Was the Steelers winning the division?
Yep.
What are we going to AFC South?
Yeah, so, well, let's do betting odds right now.
Yeah.
Betting odds for the Baltimore Ravens to win the division are minus 155 right now. The next closest one, Cincinnati, plus 240. And then Pittsburgh, plus 550. So, actually, Pittsburgh is betting odds the same to win their division as New England is at plus 550.
I mean, shit.
So-
I'd throw $10 on that. Why not?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, next, AFC South.
I took the Texans. I think C.J. Stroud has a bounce back year this year. And we just talked about it. I think their defense is going to be really good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for me, it's the Texans.
I think their defense will be very good.
Yeah.
I think their offense will be good enough. I think C.J. Stroud will have a bounce back from last year. I don't think he hits what he did rookie season. But
I think it's going to be somewhere in between.
yeah,
the past two seasons.
it will be better than last year,
Yeah, no doubt.
which God, I think we all hope that, right? When
But, like, I look at your pick. I almost picked the Jags, but I was it was simply because of that defense with the Texans. That's why I went
Right.
with them. But I could see the Jags winning that division, too. I think.
well, the Jags are a bit of a long shot. They're second in betting odds, but the Texans probably should be the favorite, and they are the favorite betting odds wise because of that defense. Their offensive line is going to have some problems. They've already got problems at running back because you're looking at a guy that might be starting at running back that doesn't have any juice left in Nick Chubb, or a guy named Jaquavius Marks, whose nickname is Woody.
What a
Woody
name.
Marks.
Dude, some of these names.
So, and here's a little fantasy football tidbit for you. If Woody Marks is out there in your fantasy leagues, you should probably go out there and pick him up just in case. Because if he looks good, Joe Mixon might not be coming back this year. That injury, by all accounts, is a very significant ankle injury.
Yeah.
Not sure what his recovery time is going to be. If Woody Marks comes in and actually shows he has juice,
Juice.
like Damian Pierce, we found not the guy, right? Nick Chubb,
Yeah.
he's lost juice. He's not the guy. Woody Marks is the favorite to really win that backfield over.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
but if I'm talking about the Jags now on my side, I think they're set up offensively to take a huge step. Right?
I mean, you look at Trevor Lawrence. I think he kind of bottomed out last year a little bit.
He did.
So there's really nowhere to go but up.
So I think with Cohen there to run the offense that rejuvenated Tampa and Baker, and by all accounts that offense was fucking humming, man.
Seriously.
Which is just the worst.
It's so bad.
But the guy knows offense, and it's a sneak pick. It's a pick that they're not favored to win the division, but it's a team where I see their offense being good enough, and that's a division that's not necessarily great.
Yeah.
It's them, it's Indy, it's Tennessee. Which I don't think any of us think Tennessee's going to do much this year, even though I like Cam Ward. I think they're going to do some good things offensively.
Yeah.
I don't see them winning a ton of games. Jacksonville and Houston, to me, are the two teams, and Indianapolis is close behind them. So this is a three-dog race here of three teams that in any other division would not be favored to win a division, but any one of those three could possibly do it.
Yes, I would concur with that. We move to the AFC West. We both picked the same team to win this division. We both picked the Broncos.
Yeah.
We like the Broncos this year.
Love the Broncos this year.
We do. The only thing
Love the Drake. I mean, the
you got it
the
right.
Bo Nix. Love the Bo Nix.
That's the only thing for me. The only hang up is if he has that sophomore slump. Granted,
Yes.
I think their defense is going to be good enough to kind of overcome that.
To me, they have the number one defense in the league.
Their defense is going to be really good.
Bo Nix is a running quarterback, a sneaky running quarterback.
Yeah.
They have weapons on that team. They just got a new weapon in Evan Ingram, who was a 100-catch guy in Jacksonville as a tight end. So I believe they're going to be good enough. I believe Bo Nix does not take a step back in his sophomore season. I believe he actually takes a step forward. Sean Payton is a good enough offensive mind. I think he's going to set him up to succeed. I see that team winning that division. To me, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, obviously the Chiefs are going to be the Chiefs until Mahomes is no longer a Chief.
Right.
So they're always going to be probably. I'm assuming the Chiefs are favored to win that division.
They are. So the Chiefs are minus 105
Yeah.
to win the division, and the Broncos are a plus 300.
Oh wow.
The Chargers are a plus 320.
Okay.
So those two teams are really kind of neck and neck there.
Yep.
And then obviously Vegas is plus 1,100 to win the division.
Again,
that's the highest.
Another team that should be relegated to Canada.
That is the highest one so far. We've only made it through the AFC. No, I take it back. Cleveland, plus 3,000 to win the division. So Cleveland is the worst right now.
Right.
And Vegas is right behind them. And then the Jets, plus 1,600.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm with you, man. I think we both agree on this one. Denver has a great defense, takes a step forward this year with offense with Sean Payton. Right? I personally see Kansas City at the end of their run.
Oh, they're teetering on that. Yes, they're definitely on.
I'm not saying it's done.
They're definitely on the descent.
I'm not saying I'm not officially killing them, guys.
No,
so
you
don't
can't- again,
so don't anybody come at me with unofficially killing off the Chiefs.
As
right?
long as they have Patrick Mahomes, they're going to be a contender.
As long as they have Patrick Mahomes and as long as they have Andy Reid,
Yes.
they will be contenders.
Yes.
But in this current state that they're in, this current form, without retooling and redoing things, I think they're nearing the end of the run.
Right. It's 100%. With that, we move on to the NFC.
Let's do NFC East.
Yes, the NFC East specifically. We both took the Eagles.
Chalk. Right?
Yeah,
So the Eagles are minus 145 to win the division. The next best bet is Washington at plus 220.
Yeah.
Dallas at plus 700, and the Giants at plus 1,600. Right? I don't think anybody believes that, other than Dallas Cowboys fans, believes that Dallas actually has a shot at the division.
I just look at every other team in that division. I guess maybe Washington.
Well, but I think you and I agree on this one. I think Washington takes a step back from last year.
Yeah.
I think they overachieved last year. They're
They got hot. They got on a
the
run.
oldest team in the fucking NFL right now.
Yeah.
By average age for players. I just see them taking a slight step back. I'm not saying they're going to completely fucking tank. I'm just saying they're not going to be what they were last year. They overachieved. They caught some people by surprise, especially Detroit in the playoffs. And then,
speaking of that,
oh,
I a few weeks ago, before I took my vacation, one guy, he's a huge Lions fan. Which, again, nobody's perfect. Whatever. And we got into it about that specific game, about the Lions-Washington game, and he just kept saying, it was like, oh, we were so depleted on defense. I'm like, then why didn't you guys just keep running the football like we were doing at the beginning of the game and it was working? You guys were getting chunk yardage, and you just keep doing it, and you went away from it, and what that allowed the Washington to do was get Jaden Daniels back on the field.
Did he bring up that Brad Johnson was already thinking about his new job?
He did. Thankfully, he didn't bring that up. 'Cause I'd be like, but all he kept saying was the defense was we were missing so many pieces. I'm like, this is why you run the ball so you can control the clock, so the other team can't get the ball. And he didn't want to hear any of that. I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, do you know anything about football? Like, it was amazing. If your defense is that fucked up, and you know when Washington gets the ball, they're going to throw it all over the fucking place, and you can't stop it, what do? You run the fucking football and run the clock.
You should probably do that.
And you started out doing that in the first quarter, and you went away from it.
Well, here's the thing I've learned from, and it's not just here and it's not just Lions fans, it's in general, but we've experienced it more around here because the Lions are good now, and everybody wants to jump on that bandwagon.
Right.
People who never watched football ever are now jumping on the bandwagon
the
to
casuals.
watch. Yeah.
The casuals.
So that the Lions are great. Right. They can't do any wrong. It was not their fault they lost. They had too many injuries.
Yeah.
But I have found that there's a lot of people that, and a lot of people are snobs in certain areas, right? Right? There's music snobs that you just they don't want to listen to you if you don't like the bands they like and you know whatever, and they know more about music. There's plenty of people like that. I don't know a ton about music. I like the bands I like, and a lot of the bands I like, people would tell me are shit, and I don't fucking care because I like them and I listen to them. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I am a football snob. And if I go to talk football with somebody and they come out with just the knowledge that makes me instantly say, you are a bandwagon fan, you are a fan that does not know football, you sit there and you say the stupidest shit in front of your TV every Sunday because you really don't know football and you're just rooting for the uniform, I cannot talk to you. I cannot talk to you about football. I will not talk to you about football. I will instantly just go, yeah, okay. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yep.
You are correct.
Yep. Great. Absolutely. Because I'm not gonna argue with stupidity.
No.
I can't. I have watched football since I was fucking 5 years old, and it's been my favorite sport almost my entire life. I've been playing fantasy football since I was fucking 9, which means I follow players, I follow stats, I follow the game. I'm not saying I know everything about football, but I enjoy talking football with people that do know football. I enjoy talking with people who have knowledge about the game and can talk with knowledge about the game. If you don't have the knowledge of the game and you're just a fan that sits there and watches the ball go back and forth throughout the game and, oh, I can't believe he missed that kick from 58 yards. Oh, my God, you're a kicker. Like, okay, all right. It's fucking windy as shit out, and the kicker, I can't believe he didn't catch that football.
It's funny you say that.
It hit him in the toes.
Like, there was a game, watched the Arsenal game on Sunday. They played Liverpool. Guy from Liverpool had a free kick. He had an absolute rope, and he scored from decent distance out. And of course, this guy, he was like standing next to our table. He's like, "I can't believe Raya didn't stop that." I'm like, "You say this like you would have fucking stopped it." Like at some point, you got to tip your cap to the guy that took the kick. It's a great kick.
At some point in time, you just got to go, man, that was a good one.
He's like, I don't know why was he lined up so far to the right or to the left? I'm like, so he could see the fucking kick, dude. Like if he didn't line up there, he wouldn't have saw it at all.
He'd have just been
he almost stopped it. Like he got to within like a fingertip of stopping it.
That shit happens all the time when watching football. Like that's why I don't really like going out to watch games anymore because you got the people that are like, first of all, every first down they're just yelling and hooting and hollering like, dude, it's a first down and they're at their own 25.
Yeah,
like you don't have to holler for that. And then, oh my God, I can't believe he didn't catch that. The ball hit him in his toes. Do you expect him to catch it with his feet?
Yeah.
It's absurd.
shit like that.
I cannot talk football with people like that. I just can't.
It's like, why is he not running? I'm like, what the fuck do you think he's trying to do? There's a guy literally holding his jersey. He can't run. Like, it's just stupid shit like that. This dude was looking at everything through fucking Arsenal colored glasses. It's like, dude, I'm a fan. I'm a huge Arsenal fan, but I'm not like that guy. And lady friend will attest to this. She's like, no, you don't watch games like that. Like, if you see something that's fucked up with your team, you'll say, no, that's fucking wrong. That's a bad call. My team got lucky on that. The team they're playing got fucked on this.
Well, and that's the other thing, too, is you can always pick those fans out by the ones that sit there and watch the game and go, oh, that should have been pass interference. No. They both went up. Both jumped up at the same time to catch the ball. That was not pass interference. Like, they always think that it's supposed to be a penalty on their team.
Of course.
Always. Fucking always.
Now,
it was holding.
In that regard, I look at it as how the game is being officiated. Like, if I see something like that, it's like, oh, well, I mean, you called it just like that in the first quarter. Why is it not like that in the third quarter? You know?
But that's different than every single play going.
No, yeah, every single play is ridiculous.
I guarantee every single play this year, if you were to go to a bar around here and watch a football game, watch a Lions game, every single play that the Lions have on defense, people will be yelling that Hutch is getting held.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Every single play.
Yeah. Well, it's like when
I can't watch football with people like that.
It was funny when I was at the Michigan game. Like, Michigan had 7 penalties, right? New Mexico had 1. I don't know how that happens. How a team can get 1 penalty in a fucking football game. That's fucking amazing to me.
Yeah.
And then the egregious one, the targeting, was like that's fucking targeting, really?
I kind of agree with the call during the game because helmet-to-helmet contact did happen, right? So he had tried to avoid it, but it happened, right? But the fact that they upheld it and now he's out for the next game, to
Which
me,
is-
that was dumb.
that's absurd.
I'm like, well, but that's also the NFL, or not, that's also the NCAA
yeah.
looking at Michigan going, well,
Yeah,
fuck
it's
you.
Michigan, exactly. Because like when the play happened, we thought it was they were checking to see if it was a fumble, etc. Whatever, and then they come back targeting. We're like, wait, what? Where the hell did you get targeting from? But yeah, and the fact that like you have to sit out like the first half of the next game to me is it's too much.
Right.
That's way too much.
Yes.
Like I do not like that. Anyways, back
All
to
right, so-
back to our picks.
Yeah. Back to, I think we're now going to the NFC North.
We are. You decided to take the Green Bay Packers. I took the Detroit Lions.
Let me preface this. I took the Packers last week when I put out these questions.
Mm-hmm.
I took them last week before they even got Micah Parsons.
Yes.
So I'm just prefacing that.
You said that before the show.
I truly believe that Green Bay will win this division this year.
The reason why I picked the Detroit Lions is I do not believe in Jordan Love's health. That's it. That's the only reason.
So let me spin this for you a little bit.
Yeah.
Say I guarantee you Jordan Love stays healthy the entire year.
I think the Packers win the division.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I'm working off
Yeah.
of. That's what I'm working
But
off.
I
And
don't-
I get why you don't think he will. I totally get that. My work here is I'm working off of Jordan Love stays healthy.
I get it. 100%.
And
And Lions fans that aren't worried about Micah Parsons, which is kind of funny to me.
that's okay. Can we talk about this for a second too, please?
100%.
Because I'm sure you've heard it. Lions fans would have loved to have gotten Micah Parsons.
Absolutely.
If you tell me anything differently
Yeah.
as a Lions fan, I'm going to tell you to fuck off.
Yeah.
But now that Micah Parsons is a Packer and they traded for him,
Yeah.
it's you could have him. He doesn't even do anything on running downs. He's only a pass rusher. He can't stop the run. He can't do this. He's a locker room can't. I've heard all this stuff all week. Heard it all.
Right.
Really?
But if he was putting on that,
But if he was putting on that Lions uniform, if he was putting on that Honolulu blue, he'd be the greatest thing since sliced bread.
oh yeah,
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
you're right. You are right, 100%. We move on to the NFC South. We both took the Bucs in that.
Hold on. Sorry.
sorry.
Betting odds.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Packers are actually now favored to win that division, plus 170.
Yep.
At least on the app that I'm looking at. Lions are plus 185, so very close there.
Yep.
Minnesota plus 350. The Bears plus 600. That is a very tight
It's a very tough
division there. Now, I think we all would agree the Bears really don't have a shot at winning that division. Do we think they're going to be better than they were last year? Yes. I don't think they have a shot at winning that division. To me, plus 600 is a little bit low for them. But plus 350 for Minnesota makes sense to me. And then you got plus 170 for Pack, plus 185 for Detroit. I think all that makes sense to me. I think it's a very tight division race.
I think it's arguably the best division in football.
Arguably.
Yep.
Yep.
And we moved on to the NFC South. We both took the Bucs.
Yep.
I mean, if for no other reason than
Baker.
Like seriously,
Mayfield.
like you look at every other team in that division. Atlanta. I mean, yeah, Penix is going to start. That's great. But it's like, and the Saints again should be relegated to Canada. And what the fuck is the other team I'm missing?
Oh, the Panthers.
The Panthers, which I think we talked about this earlier. I think they'll take a step this year. And you said a fringe.
I think
playoff
they're a
team.
sneaky playoff team.
Right.
They might be a surprise playoff team.
Right.
Like wild card.
But it's almost by default that you have to take the Bucs.
yeah.
You know.
And so betting odds is minus 110 for Tampa Bay. Atlanta's plus 210. And Carolina's plus 430. New Orleans Saints are plus 1600. But
New Orleans Saints should be plus $1 million.
yeah. I love the fact that you and I both agree on why we're picking the Bucs.
It's by default.
It's by default, but it's also Baker Mayfield. I mean, it really is. The guy has become the quarterback that I personally thought he was going to be.
Right.
And it makes me happy all the time. I just would be happier if the Browns would have kept him and he'd become that quarterback on the Browns. So
But that's why your organization is where they're at.
that's
because
why the
they make
Browns will
stupid
be
fucking
the
decisions.
Browns.
Exactly.
So, yep.
Bad organizations stay bad for a reason. And as we move,
True story.
We move to the NFC West. You took the 49ers. I took the Rams.
Yes, and this is another tight division race, too. Let me just give the odds right here. San Francisco is plus 145. The Rams are plus 200.
Okay.
The Cardinals are plus 400. And the Seahawks are plus 550.
I had the Cardinals in there for a minute. I really did.
And
then
would I be surprised if the Cardinals won this division?
No.
No, because with San Fran, same as I wouldn't be surprised if San Fran made it to the NFC Championship game of the Super Bowl. It could go either way, right?
Yep.
The Niners are a little bit older, right? And they've got CMC, who is a great running back, but he's made of paper mache. They did go get a backup running back who's very good. To if he does get injured,
Yeah.
he's not Christian McCaffrey good,
No.
but he's serviceable, right? They lost Jordan Mason. But again, I would not be surprised if Arizona were to win this division because there's injuries to San Fran or to the Rams. Because let's face it, if Matt Stafford, if that back becomes a problem again and he goes down, Jimmy Garoppolo is not winning the division with the Rams. Sorry,
No,
he's
you don't
not.
think so?
No,
Okay.
no. And if San Francisco loses CMC, I don't think they're winning that division. So I just don't. So could
Arizona could sneak in and win that division.
Could Arizona
Yeah.
just win because of attrition and because injuries to the other two teams? Absolutely.
Yeah, I could definitely see
Absolutely.
it. All right. Yeah. Well, those are our division picks.
Yes. And speaking of football,
Yes.
you know where you should go to watch any NFL game you want?
Tap and Barrel Grill.
And especially the Lions games? Go to Tap and Barrel Grill in Shelby Township.
Million TVs.
A ton of TVs, a great atmosphere to watch the games. They're one of the newest sports bars in Metro Detroit. They're an upscale sports bar, features over 40 craft beers on tap, handcrafted cocktails, and a delicious scratch-made food menu.
Can't
And when
confirm.
I say delicious, it's fucking delicious.
It's fucking delicious.
They do have an amazing patio, voted best in Macomb County by Cranes Detroit Weekly, that will be open for a little while still. The comfortable feel, attentive staff, and fine dining food options make it a must-visit spot for sports fans, Lions fans, and foodies alike. Whether you're watching the big game or just looking for a great meal, Tap and Barrel Grill has you covered. Tap and Barrel Grill, visit them at 50055 Van Dyke Avenue in Shelby Township or go to tapandbarrelgrill.com.
Nice. Nicely done.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so we move on to the rest of this fucking list that you created, which I
Yeah,
like.
so-
I dig it.
So I dumbed it down this year. Not dumbed it down. So I narrowed it down this year. I didn't have as many.
did.
I didn't have as many as last year, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't do double the picks for each one that we did last year, right? So we could do rapid fire on this one, right?
Yes.
I think you want to work our way from the top to the bottom or bottom to the top. I think bottom to the top,
Bottom ten,
right?
for sure. Yes. All right, NFL future bet.
Okay. So NFL future bet. Mine is the Jags and or the Broncos to be division winners. I might place a bet on both.
Mine is Steelers division winner and or Jaden Daniels MVP.
Kind of like that Jaden Daniels one. Most improved offense, and we both agreed on this one.
We did.
The Jags.
Yep.
And I think Liam Cohen is the reason for that. I think if he can get anything out of them like he got out of Tampa, they're going to be a great offense.
Yes.
Plus, they have Travis Hunter, who is now on that offense. Brian Thomas Jr. is a great player last year. They're going to be very good. Rookie bust.
Yes. I took Colston Loveland. You took.
I took Caleb Johnson out of
Yes.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
So again, we kind of prefaced this earlier in the show. When we get to it now, you think Colston Loveland will be a bust.
I do.
And I think Caleb Johnson will be. Do you want to get into a little bit about why Colston Loveland?
I don't see him as like an NFL receiver or tight end that can get separation.
Gotcha.
I just don't like his route running. I don't know. I don't see him being where they drafted him to, that player where they drafted him to be.
So I will say that I don't necessarily think his stats are going to be outstanding this year because they do have a lot of guys to spread the ball around to, right?
Right.
They have DJ Moore. They have Roma Dunze. They have Luther Burden the third. They have Cole Kmet, who's already on the team as a tight end. They got Colston Loveland. I think there will be there's just not enough football to be passed around there, right?
Right.
I do think, me personally, I do think he will end up standing out above some of the other players by the end of the year. But I don't necessarily think that his stats will be outstanding by the end of the year. There's just not enough football to go around. Caleb Johnson, to me, I don't see him being the prototypical NFL back, and I don't see him being a lead back. He hasn't really taken the lead and really stepped up in camp and in preseason. I would be surprised if he does anything worthwhile. I think Jalen Warren sticks with that job. He doesn't lose it to Caleb Johnson. I think Caleb Johnson is not going to be the guy.
Okay.
And behind an offensive line that is just not necessarily that great anyway, right? So,
All right, your rookie star.
Teteroa McMillan.
I would say I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name.
Yep, Teteroa McMillan.
Yes.
The wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers. To me, honestly, this year he's the guy that I'm picking to be the quote-unquote Brian Thomas Jr. of this year, right?
Okay.
Love this guy. Great receiver. And I mean, personally, I've tried to get him in every fantasy draft I have. I think he's going to be a great. He's going to be great for them this year. He's going to be outstanding.
I took Travion Henderson.
And I love that one too, man. I really do. Travion Henderson, he's proven in preseason, and he's shown it in preseason that he has everything it takes to be a starting running back in the NFL. And Ramondre Stevenson is boring. He's a plotter. Is Ramondre still going to stick to being the goal line guy and the short yards guy? Probably. But you cannot keep Travion Henderson off the field.
No,
you just can't.
Especially with Drake May. I think they're going to.
You need a playmaker.
You need a
playmaker.
playmaker,
and he's a playmaker.
Yep. No, I agree with you. So I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna come out this year and have a. I mean, honestly, if they play this right, I can see them contending for Rookie of the Year. Why not?
Yeah. Well, and here's I'll preface 2 more picks from now. There's a reason I didn't put Omarion Hampton in this role as rookie star because I wanted to pick a different guy because Omarion Hampton, as we talked about, is my ride or die.
All right, so avoid at all costs.
Breece Hall.
Yeah.
I for me, before you get to yours, I just want to preface mine a little bit. Say Braylon Allen is on that team, and by all accounts, they want to get him the ball more. They're going to be splitting time, and I just don't necessarily think that they're going to be running the football a lot with there's going to be 2 guys there, and I don't see him being an outstanding running back this year with both guys getting play.
Yeah.
And then you've got Justin Fields, who will be running the ball as well, who is basically a 1,000-yard rusher at the quarterback position. And I believe the Jets install some tush push going forward. So I think Justin Fields will steal some goal line touchdowns as well. So
yeah, I can see that. Mine was Tyreek Hill.
Bro, completely agree.
I don't think this dude cares about football anymore, like at all. I think he's just there to collect a paycheck and move on.
Yep.
Like it's gonna be a fucking mess down there in Miami. It's gonna be an absolute mess.
That was a jack.
Jesus Christ, this guy fucking sucks, dude. This Paddock guy, good God, man, he's terrible. Guy just serves up meatballs, man. All right, so your ride or die.
Ride or die. Omarion Hampton.
Right.
This dude's going to be amazing this year. I'm telling you, man. He's going to be the real deal, especially running behind a Jim Harbaugh offense.
Yeah.
Run some more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's a receiver, too. This kid can receive out of the backfield, too. So, like, he's going to be all over the field. Only thing that's going to stop him is an injury.
Yeah. I think he's going to be I think it's gonna be a stud.
And I know Najee is on the team, but the dude's been out with a mysterious eye injury.
Yeah,
he came to camp in an eye patch like he was a pirate. I'm like I don't think anybody ever said what happened to him. He just came to camp in an eye patch.
Kind of hard to run the ball like that. So
yeah, your vision's kind of fucked up. You know what
I mean? My ride or die. I said, fuck it. I went with a Bill. I went with Keon Coleman. I think coming into year two, I think he's kind of figured out how the NFL game is played, how defenders are gonna defend him.
Yep.
And I think he's gonna have a little bit more rapport with Josh Allen, and I think he's gonna take a step this year. And I think he's gonna have a pretty good fucking year. And I think he's gonna a lot more touches in the the red zone. Inside the 10 goal line. I think he has the best opportunity to be the guy who steps up on that team. He does, 100%. I really do, and he's got the ability. He does, and coming into the second year with having that rapport, knowing how they're going to defend you and shit. Yeah, absolutely. Your best backup running back, you picked Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason, going back to a little bit throwback into earlier to the show, is Mason to me will not be a backup for long in Minnesota. So for now, he's the best backup running back, but he eventually will be the starter there. And he will look very good doing it. Mine is Zach Charbonnet. If for no other reason than Kenneth Walker can't stay healthy. Yes.
And he's actually
Seriously.
another one. Jesus Christ. And yeah, that's the look you give when your fucking pitcher is just serving up fucking meatballs. Anyway, so I agree with Zach Charbonnet too. He was on my list. And he's a good running back too. Even without saying he's a bad, like he could actually be a starter on some NFL teams. Charbonnet could.
Absolutely, he could.
So, yeah, he's got one guy in his way, and it's Kenneth Walker, and Kenneth Walker has injury problems. So, yeah,
He does.
totally agree.
Best backup.
I
QB.
was surprised you chose him because I almost did too.
Yeah.
But I didn't think you would.
Well, looking at the backup quarterbacks, I'm just like, I mean, you're not like, there's not really much to choose from.
Well, it's
there.
funny. 2 out of my 3,
Yeah.
I really are kind of on the same team. So you chose Kirk Cousins.
I did. Yeah.
And I kind of agree with that. He was one of my top 3 or 4. I went with Jameis Winston because the guy can come in and throw the football, right? I mean, he's proven he can also throw picks.
I was gonna say
But-
he can throw the football. Now, whether it's to the right team or not,
But he can come in. He can throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, but then throw.
Oh, my
Oh,
God. What
Jesus,
is
guys,
happening
what are
here?
you doing?
oh my god, this is so bad.
Wow. All right, sorry, we're watching the Tigers game, and they are just
This
getting
this
shit.
is a fucking disaster.
They're getting shit canned right now.
Gone.
Yeah, turn it off. So I want Jameis Winston because he can come in and if he needs to start a play, he can come in, throw for 300 yards, 400 yards, throw for 3 or 4 touchdowns, but also throw for 3 or 4 picks, right? But he can at least come in and move your offense, right? He can come in and get some stuff done. But I also really like Jackson Dart behind him. If they end up giving him the role
Yeah.
after Russ, I think Jackson Dart can get some things done on that team. I think they're good enough. He's got Malik Neighbors. He's got Darius Slayton, who is a very underrated wide receiver.
Yep.
And he's got oh God, what's the other receiver on that team that is man, I can't believe I'm biffing on his name, but he's a possession receiver. He can catch over the middle. Was it
I don't remember.
Wandale? No. Anyway, so I think they can get some things done. They got Tyrone Tracy on that team, who is a receiving back. He really was a receiver coming out of college and in college. And then they also have Cam Scatterbo, who can receive out of the backfield. So I like both those guys on that team if they come in.
Yes. First QB benched. You picked Russ.
I picked Russ. I almost went with your choice. Simply because I think no matter what, it's inevitable he's going to lose a job at some point.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
And
proven,
that's why I picked him.
It's a proven fact.
That's why I picked him.
But I didn't go with him. I went with Russ, and you went with the elite
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
Yes.
I
I think both of these guys.
At least you put respect on his name.
Of course I did.
Yeah, I think both these guys
Both
are
these guys,
destined.
they're
for the bench.
They're basically dead men walking.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. We both took the most overvalued tight end as Travis Kelce.
Travis Swift, yes.
That's Travis Swift. It's going to look weird when he has that on the back of his jersey.
Yes, he absolutely will be taking her last name. And actually, it's funny. Frank changed his team name in fantasy to Travis Swift.
Of course he did.
It was Taylor Swift. And then my boss changed his team name to Taylor Swift Sucks,
I like it. That's good stuff.
which is great.
Yeah, him just for obvious reasons. He's getting older.
Yeah.
You saw it even last year. He lost quite a bit. Now he says, I got too involved in doing other shit, blah, blah, blah. Well, what's to say that's not going to happen this year?
Right.
Come on, dude. Time is catching up with you, man. It's flat out. It's undefeated, bro.
Time is always undefeated.
Yes. Your most overvalued wide receiver, you took Devontae Adams.
Yes.
And I took Garrett Wilson.
Yes. So Devontae Adams for me, the reason is Puka Nacua is there. And Matt Stafford has a really good rapport with him. Matt Stafford is not going to look away from him to look to Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams will be the number 2 receiver in that offense. Devontae Adams is another year older. Yeah. Devontae Adams last year, even with his guy, who was Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yep.
Did not necessarily look like Devontae Adams. So losing another step, having a number one there that you're not. There's other weapons on that team as well. I just think he's being overrated right now as to what people think he's going to be on the Rams. I don't think he's washed completely, but I think he's very overrated right now.
Yeah. Garrett Wilson, just because, like, I don't know how that dynamic's going to work. I really don't.
It's a tough one, man.
Yeah. I just
I think anybody that took Justin Fields in fantasy this year is counting on his rushing yards,
Yep,
right?
yep.
I don't think anybody really knows what the passing attack is going to be.
Right.
He didn't look bad in Pittsburgh. We all agree with that. He didn't look bad in Pittsburgh. He should have kept that job over Russ.
he got a raw deal in Pittsburgh. He really
But
did.
I don't know. I think we all just don't know what to think is going to be the case on the Jets in New York.
Overvalued running back. You took Ashton Genty. I took Brees Hall.
Your Brees Hall picks fits with my avoid at all costs, right? I
Exactly,
mean,
yeah.
I agree with you.
I've never been a huge fan of Brees Hall. I don't know why. I just haven't been.
Yeah. He was a dynamic player, but I think maybe he caught lightning in a bottle in that
Maybe.
first year,
Maybe.
right?
I don't know. I guess.
And I don't think he's looked the same since. I think for me, Ashton Genty is not because he's going to be a bad player. I think he's going to be a very good, very, very, very good running back. Maybe great. He's got great talent, but right now I think he's overvalued because that team is gonna suck.
Yes.
Him and Bowers might be the only thing they have on that offense, right?
Right.
So I don't know. I think he's being overvalued. I mean, especially if you're looking at fantasy drafts, guy was going in the later first rounds. I just don't agree with that, man. I like if he falls to me in the second round, great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think he's overvalued at this point in time.
Next, we have the overvalued QB. You took Patrick Mahomes. I took Justin Herbert.
I think Patrick Mahomes has been living off of what he did years ago. Which I think Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game right now.
It's hard to say he isn't.
But I think he's overvalued to the point where like he's not going to be putting up the numbers he used to be putting up. And I just think people are expecting him to do what he did before, and he's not going to do that right now.
Yeah.
He's just not.
For me, Justin Herbert, it's simple. It's not that kind of offense.
It's a running offense.
It's a running offense, dude.
We've said it. It's
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh.
They're going to run the ball.
Run the ball.
Yeah.
They're going to run it on first. They're going to run it on second.
Yep.
Probably going to run it on third. And if you're close enough, you're probably going to run it on fourth down too.
I know, right? Underrated tight end. You picked Tyler Warren. I picked the old dude, Zach Ertz.
Now, I agree with Zach Ertz. I like that one. When I saw that you picked him, I really did like that one because he is underrated.
Yeah.
Because he could still get the job done.
He had like 66 catches last year.
Yeah.
I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit. All right.
He was very underrated last year.
Yeah.
For me, Tyler Warren is because he's a rookie. He went a little bit under the radar. Recently, people have been picking up on the fact that he's probably going to be like the only fucking weapon that team has that is consistent.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman Jr. can't stay healthy. Josh Downs, tiny, fast, can't stay healthy. Jonathan Taylor, great, doesn't get a lot of catches out of the backfield though. Probably should get more. Might get more this year, but Tyler Warren will be the guy on that offense, and I think he will put up unbelievable numbers this year for that team.
Yep. And Zach Ertz, just again, because he 66 catches last year.
Dude, he's
He's
for a
safety
guy
valve.
for a guy that everybody thinks is older and
Yeah.
washed, he really wasn't. He was
wasn't.
good
No,
last year.
I think he's gonna have another solid year.
Yeah.
Underrated wide receiver. You had Ricky Pearsall. Just because he got shot.
Kind of, but he got shot last year and didn't really get to play much.
Yeah.
But you saw in the last couple games when other people were out that he really stepped up.
Yeah.
This guy has talent,
Yep.
and he's being underrated to the fact that nobody's really talking about him to the point where Juwan Jennings has a contract problem and an injury problem. Deebo Samuel's gone, and who else is there to catch footballs? Brandon Ayuk's out; he's hurt.
Yeah.
There's nobody else there other than George Kittle. It's him and George Kittle. And he proved last year in the last couple games
Yeah.
that he can be the go-to guy for Brock Purdy. And I think he's going to have a very, very good year this year. I think he's going to step up, and you're going to see it.
For me, it was Darius Slayton. Like we talked about him earlier with how that that QB,
totally agree.
with how that QB carousel is going to kind of go around. But he's going to be the main target. It's simple as that. And I think if they can actually get him the ball, you can do some things. So.
Yep. It's funny. Your next few here, I actually agree with all of them. It doesn't make for good radio for me to agree with every one of yours, and you agree with mine. But I will tell you, I agree with the next few that you have coming up.
Underrated running back, you had Isaiah Pacheco, and I took James Conner. I like the way he runs. It's not flashy,
No.
by any fucking means. But he
It's
gets the job done.
it's actually boring.
It really is, but he gets the job done.
But he gets yards and he
Yes.
gets touchdowns, and the guy is consistent. And he can catch out of the backfield.
He can.
I gave this. I talked to Frank about this at the draft. Right, he was talking about James Conner. He's going to get a lot of touchdowns, but he won't get a ton of yards. Well, he actually did last year. He got a ton of yards, and he is actually a good receiver out of the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
And Frank was like, "Wait, is he really?" I was like, "Bro, last year there was like a 6-game streak where every week I do a catch parlay, and I get like 6 or 7 guys, and I do like a catch ladder parlay. I'll pick one guy for 2 catches, another guy for 3 catches, another guy for 4 catches, right? And I'll put that in a parlay. James Conner last year was the most consistent guy with getting anywhere between 2 to 4 catches a game as a running back, consistently, right? So like he's very underrated, I believe. I completely agree with you. For me, Isaiah Pacheco.
Wait, we talked about it earlier.
Because of the injury, right? He just didn't look good last year coming back from that injury. But I think people are sleeping on him because he didn't look good last year. That's not going to be the Isaiah Pacheco you get this year.
Right.
He's going to be back.
Underrated QB, you took Drake May, which I don't necessarily know he's underrated. I'm not sure if we kind of know what he is yet.
To me, he's underrated because, again, like it goes back to what I told you earlier, right? Yeah. He's like the Wayfair version of Josh Allen. And I think he's going to show it this year. Right. I think he's very sneaky with his legs.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize what good rushing ability he has.
He was like that at North Carolina. Like he could run.
Yeah.
He could get out of the pocket and run for sure. And I took Trevor Lawrence just because we talked about it. He kind of hit rock bottom last year. He really did.
Yeah.
And I think with how this team is going to play this year with offense and things like that.
So let me be honest. I love Baker Mayfield. Big Baker Mayfield fan. Trevor Lawrence has a better skill set than Baker Mayfield.
Absolutely, he does. 100%.
Right?
Absolutely.
So Baker Mayfield isn't a runner.
No.
He's not. He can't run that much. He scrambles.
He does.
And he does good at avoiding
Right.
and getting out of the pocket. But he's not a rusher. He's not a runner.
Not at all.
Trevor Lawrence has athletic ability and can run, right?
Yep.
And he has an arm that can throw the throws that Baker Mayfield can.
Yep.
So to me, Liam Cohen can get that out of him. Mm-hmm. If he can get out of him what he got out of Baker, with Lawrence having more technically more talented.
He's a prototypical QB.
Right.
That's what he is.
He's more talented technically than Baker Mayfield. Then I think he's going to have a great year. I think he is underrated.
Fair enough. We move on to the MVP conversation. You took Josh Allen.
I went with a chalk.
You did. You did. I took Joe Burrow.
I don't dislike it.
Now, I took Joe Burrow simply because you could have made the case that he should have won it last year. And I think if they had made the playoffs, he would have.
He could have absolutely won it last year.
Yeah, I think, and frankly, last year, I don't think Josh Allen deserved to win it. The year before, okay.
But we've also said that Lamar Jackson's won it in years he didn't deserve it.
Exactly.
The first year he won it, definitely deserved it.
100%. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, it happens.
Because with this year, if he can get the Bengals into the playoffs, and that's somewhat of a stretch because like we talked about earlier in the show, their offensive line sucks and their defense is not very good either. It's going to be on the strength of Joe Burrow's arm. you know?
Yep.
So, but as with Josh Allen, I'll say this: I don't think, and he might have a better year this year than he did last year. It's quite possible that happens, and he doesn't win it because I don't think they like giving MVPs back to back. I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. I personally think that Josh Allen will just do enough this year where they're not going to have a choice. I think he's going to carry that team again.
Fair enough.
100% he's going to carry that team again.
I hope that's not the case, that he has to carry the team again.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. But I mean, yeah, if he does carry the team and gets them to the record that they had last year and he puts up better numbers,
yeah,
it'd be hard not to give it to him. But All right, so the playoff sleeper teams, we talked about this a little bit early, actually a few times during the show.
Yep.
You decided to take the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
Which I don't hate, especially in that division. I don't hate that.
I think they're going to be sneaky good this year. I think Bryce Young took the step forward last year. You saw it. He got benched and then came back, and he looked like a whole new person. And I think, again, getting Tedarrell McMillan, they're a true number one wide receiver who I think is going to look really good this year, be really good this year.
Yeah.
They're just a sneaky one for me to possibly make a wild card.
Mine was the Bears. Simply because I like their defense, and I think he can do just enough. I think Caleb can do just enough to make that offense.
Well, and I think
make that offense 6-7.
I think Ben Johnson is good enough to try to get that out, right? I mean,
Yes.
it's going to be Ben Johnson drawing up plays.
I think they're going to be
being-
on the fringe of the wild card race, and I could, again, with that defense, I can see them sneaking in. You know,
Yeah. Super Bowl sleeper team. I like yours. I chose the Packers.
Yes.
And again, preface this: chose them before the Micah Parsons trade. And it looks to me, I would have chosen them again based on that as well. But I just think they're going to be sneaky good this year, and I'm counting on Jordan Love staying healthy.
I took the Broncos. Like we talked about earlier in the show, I love their defense. And if Bo Nix can stay, doesn't take that sophomore slump, which, I mean, I think he's going to take a slight step back this year. I do. I just think, once the NFL finally gets like full tape on you, it's kind of difficult to come back that next year and, perform the way you did the year previous. So I think he's going to take a slight step back, but I think he's still going to be good enough to the point where,
So you know why I don't think he's going to take a step back?
because Sean Payton won't let him.
Well, no. Yeah, well, kind of. No, it's Sean Payton. So
Yeah.
Sean Payton's offenses are historically hard to learn.
Yeah.
They're very complex.
Right.
And you saw last year about halfway through the season where he started installing more plays and started getting up to date on more play. Like he started to look much better. And he started rolling. And I think he's just going to take I think Sean Payton's going to roll more of that out and install more plays. So you might have tape on him from last year, but they're not going to necessarily be running the same shit they ran last year. Like it was kind of a dumbed down version of the offense last year for at least half the season, if not more. So I think there's going to be more to see this year, and that's one reason why I personally don't think he'll take a step back. But
Okay. Now we get into
the champions.
champions. So
NFC.
NFC champions, you have the 49ers. I have the Eagles going back to the Super Bowl.
Niners for me. That's why I said I wouldn't be surprised when it said don't be surprised if the Niners go back to the Super Bowl. I won't be because I actually picked them to go back to the Super Bowl. So
To me, it's more likely the Niners miss the playoffs than go to the Super Bowl.
see, and I'm more on the opposite end of it. I'm more on the opposite end of it.
And the Eagles, again, man, the team's still loaded from last year.
Yeah.
Like they really didn't lose much from last year. So, and like we talked about earlier in the show, I think they're going to make a move at some point during the season to solidify the team and get them back to Super Bowl ready. I think the early part of the season they might have that little bit of that Super Bowl hangover. You know
Yeah.
how that happens. But they'll get things right, and I think they'll be fine. They're not losing coordinators this year, at least not that I know of. I think they got the same coordinators this year as they did last year, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's not going to be an issue. And that's another thing. We'll go back to bring this back to the Lions real quick. I think that's going to be early, especially early in the season. I think that's going to be a thing that people have to look at. Is you got two brand new coordinators.
Okay.
With the Lions.
Yeah.
That's a thing, guys. Like.
And I know Lions fans are downplaying it, but it is a fucking
It's
thing.
a thing.
I'm sorry.
It's going to take, like, you look at the Eagles when they lost their two coordinators.
That's I bring that up all the time, and people don't want to hear it.
Yeah, it's a thing, guys.
Like, hey, Philadelphia made it to the Super Bowl, replaced both their coordinators, and looked like dog shit. And Nick Sirianni almost got fired.
Yeah.
Then they came back the next year and won a Super Bowl.
Yes.
So I'm not saying you can't recover from it.
No,
But
it's going to take a minute.
But that year,
Yeah.
it's going to be a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, nah, no, it's not. They got the same people. They got the same players. So did Philly. And they replaced both their coordinators.
But when you have
And their head coach almost got fired.
when you have a different offensive philosophy than the previous guy,
Right.
or even defensive philosophy for that matter. We go to the AFC champions. You took the Ravens. Actually, we both took the Ravens.
Both took the Ravens. And then Super Bowl champs.
I took the Eagles to repeat.
Yep. And I took the Ravens to finally get over the hump.
There you go. Yeah. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
All right. You want to do the picks now? The actual picks for this week?
Yes, I do.
All right. You got them pulled up or no?
In 2 seconds, I will have them.
This segment is brought to you by the Joe Wright Group.
It's time!
All right, so we had we weren't off to the best of starts in week 1.
No.
No. I went, 2-5? You went 3-4?
Yeah, I went 3-4. You went 2-5. So we're not off the best start. And if I'm beating you in picks, we know that something's wrong. So especially when it's all college picks, right?
I know,
If
right?
some NFL picks were mixed in there, maybe
Right.
I'd have a case. But
Now, this week, there is not a huge college slate because, frankly, all the big games are played in week 1. So there's only one big college game this week, and we'll get to it here shortly.
yeah.
First off, we have Illinois laying 2.5 taking on Duke. We all took Illinois. Or me, you, and Eric took Illinois. I don't know who Frank. Frank took SET.
SET. SET.
SET. After that, we got the Battle of Iowa. Iowa versus Iowa State. Iowa State's laying 3.5. Joe, you and Eric took Iowa. I took Iowa State. I didn't get any drops anymore?
I'm sorry. I'm over here typing something in. My bad.
Oh, that's all good.
Yeah, I would, but I'm actually I forgot I didn't put my. Remember I said I had a lock pick that wasn't even in
Oh,
our
that's right.
picks?
Yeah. Okay. That's right.
Yeah, so I'm over here putting that in while you're doing it.
After that, we got Boston College taking on Michigan State. Michigan State's laying 3.5. We all took Michigan State. And the final college pick of the week, we have Michigan taking on Oklahoma. Oklahoma's laying 5.5. Me and you took Oklahoma. Eric took Michigan, which I'm not surprised in the least.
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but
Moving on to the NFL, first week of the NFL season, which I know you're very excited about.
Fuck yeah. I can't wait.
We have the Thursday night opener with the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia's laying 7.5. Joe, you and Eric took Dallas. I took the Eagles.
Fuck you both.
After that, on a Friday night, which is going to be pretty dope. Is this one in Brazil too?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm down for some football.
Well, if it's in Brazil, hopefully the field's better than it was last year because that was a disgrace. We have Kansas City laying 3.5, taking on the Chargers. We all took the Chargers.
Yeah.
Fuck you, blow me.
After that, we got Tampa Bay laying 2.5, taking on the Falcons. You and Eric took Tampa Bay. I took Atlanta.
It was in international waters, so they couldn't prosecute him, but I saw it.
I love that, dude. It's so funny. Because he's such a dick in that movie.
He plays a great
He's
asshole
such an
in that movie.
asshole
yeah.
in that movie. Next up, we got an NFC West battle with San Francisco laying 2.5, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. We all took the Niners.
It's the Catalina fucking wine mixer.
Next up, and this is my lock of the week.
Yeah.
We have Vegas taking on New England. New England's laying 2.5. Joe, me and you both took New England. Eric took Las Vegas.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
That's my lock of the week is the New England Patriots.
I don't dislike that.
No, we'll see how it plays out because you know me in betting, it's fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
After that, we got the Houston Texans taking on the Los Angeles Rams with the Rams laying 3.5. We all took the Rams.
Yep.
Nothing.
The meatloaf!
Sorry.
Next up, we got, I'd probably say the biggest game of the week. Bills Ravens. Buffalo's laying 1.5. Joe, you took Buffalo. Eric and I took Baltimore.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
Next up, we got the Vikings laying 1.5, taking on the Bears. Joe, you and Eric took Minnesota. I took the Bears.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Perfect. Perfect. And finally, the biggest game of the week, as it always is, the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay is laying 2.5. Joe, you took Green Bay. Eric and I took the Lions. And then we have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. Denver's laying 7.5. Joe, this is your lock of the week. You took Denver as your lock of the week.
Yep. Denver at home over Tennessee, 7.5. Fucking lock it up.
I like it.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
And those are this week's picks.
All right. All right, we gave you a nice long NFL preview show this week.
That's one of the longer shows we've done, besides like the draft show.
Yeah. All right, give us a like, a share, and a follow on our social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. You can find all of our podcasts on your favorite podcast provider. As always, check out SOTDET.com. Click on shop, buy some stuff. While you're there, click on the sponsors' logos and give them a like, a share, and a follow as well. And visit them, SOTDET.com. On behalf of Chris, I'm Joe. We are Sports on Tap Detroit. See you next Tuesday.
And that is it for us today.
No! God, please, no!
Bye, have a great time.
No! God!
Bye, guys.
No, 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 no.
Bye, buddy.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
Goodbye.
No!
It's never goodbye.
You know, we've been through our ups and been through our downs.
And you were meant to be here tonight.
You guys will always be in my heart.
Great moments are born from great opportunity.
I think the most important part is that we all stay together throughout.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Live. Fight like hell. The best thing I've ever done, the best thing I will ever do, is be a dad.
God, I love you guys. Mamba out.